Greetings and welcome to a brief tutorial on how to download and print printable stationery packs on our website encoreservices.co.za. So let's head on over to encoreservices.co.za. On the site we have printable stationery packs. So we'll just remove COVID notification. We do not want to sell your information, so you can accept the cookies because that does help the site run. And yes, there are ads when you scroll down, but for now, just endure that. So it's important that you read the opening paragraph to understand a bit more about the site. Like, for example, the coupon code half price if you want to leave us a tip, or the coupon code free for me if you'd like to download these packs free of charge. I'm going to go ahead and copy that coupon code. I'm going to head on over to the very first stationery pack, this grapevine. We have many stationery packs. You'll notice that some of them, like the grapevine, I'll open it up, are also a coloring in picture. So if you don't like the way we've drawn the picture and you'd like to color it in yourself, well, there's a basic outline and a sketch for you to go right ahead. It's available with 32 lines, it's available without 32 lines, and it's available as a DL envelope. So you can basically download this whole package. Each of these files is a PDF file that you'll download. You can go ahead and get this started. I'm going to add this to our basket. We already add this to basket, so let's view the basket. So you can apply the coupon code now already. I'll just go ahead and do that. But you can also do it in the checkout, just in case. Now you'll notice our price goes from 50 bucks down to 0. Who doesn't like free stuff, right? Let's check out. So important when you're checking out, we don't actually need any of your personal information, and we don't actually store your credit card information on our site if you are going to leave us a tip or pay for anything. But there is one piece of information which is important to you, and that's your email address and your password. Because using your email address and password, you'll be able to log in at any time. And you'll also, once you're logged in and you've downloaded a stationery pack, you can also review it. So to skip out this process next time, go ahead and fill in whatever you like. So I'm going to go ahead and say my name is Bob, the builder. Like I said, we don't need your information. I'm going to just say that I live in South Africa because I do. And my house number, I'm just going to put down as 123. I love Plettenberg Bay, so I'll put that in there, but you don't have to put any information in there. And I live in the Western Cape, so I'm going to put that in too. Phone number is also optional, but the important thing is your email address, because once you've created an account and you've downloaded a printable stationery pack, it will be emailed to you in a PDF file, and you'll also give you access to reset your password if you ever lose it, and give you access to your account. Password, it doesn't help you to make a password that's too simple. The program won't actually allow it. So even if you make a really simple password, it may allow it, like over there, but we'd recommend that you rather stick to strong passwords. So because this is just a test account, I'm going to leave it with a really simple password, and I'll delete this account afterwards. Now, the next step is we do not send out mailing lists. We don't have mailing lists. We don't send out emails. So don't even check that. Don't worry about that. We won't be emailing you unless you email us. But what is important is the terms and conditions. While the stationery packs are available free of charge, they are not free. They still belong to us, and we want you to use them and download them for your own personal use and for your friends and family. But if you want to start selling stationery packs, well, then you'd have to talk to us. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and agree. That's the terms and conditions. And we're going to place our order. This will automatically generate an account for us. And there we have it. There's our account generated for Bob the Builder. And here's our stationery pack. We can download it directly off the browser, or it will be sent to you via email. So let's go ahead and download this 32-line grapevine. I'll just dump it on the desktop for the sake of this video. Save that. And while we're at it, I'm also going to download the envelope with color. Dump that on the desktop for the sake of the video. There you have it. Now, while we're on the site, let's go back to the home page. So long, and we'll check what's on our desktop. So here we go. Here we have our 2 files on the desktop. Open this up with Adobe. You can also open it up in Chrome or any other PDF viewer you prefer. And here we have our printable A4 page with 32 lines. Now to print it, it's very important one specific setting to use, and that is your page setup. You want to make sure that your page is set to an A4 page so that your spacing is as it should be in the picture. You can get finicky and play around with these little settings like the actual size, the custom size, but it's not really that important. That makes very small differences. And so here's the point where I'd normally go ahead and print. I never use Save Ink and Toner because I've noticed on my printer that makes the colors come out really poorly. So I don't save ink and toner. But if you don't have a color printer, you can print it in grayscale. That's also perfectly acceptable, looks good too. And this is where I just hit print and have my A4 page printed out. The DL envelope is about the same process. On the DL envelope, you'd open up the PDF, you'd select print, and just make very sure that the printer is set to a DL envelope, envelope DL. That's the most important setting you can set. So I've noticed that when I print on my HP printer with Adobe, the envelope goes in the opposite way around to what the printer says it must go in. But when I print on Google Chrome, it prints as the printer says I should print it. So you'll have to figure out what works best for your setup, your program your viewer and your printer. So play around, have fun. Same story, you can print it in grayscale, or you can, but do not select Save Ink and Toner because that just makes it look terrible. So if I was going to print this now, I'd pop a DL envelope into the printer, into the correct section of the printer, and I would click print. Now that we've printed our printable stationery, we can go back to the website. And there's one important step that I'd really appreciate if you do it. You go to the stationery pack that you have downloaded and you've enjoyed using it. Now that you're logged in and you have an account, you can go ahead and rate it 5-star and leave a reason why you feel why you appreciate this free service. So thank you very much, and we really hope that you enjoy printing and downloading your stationery packs, writing letters, maybe just using for example, the blank pages. You can even use that on like a WhatsApp status or anything. Just put in your little friendly message to your friends on there. It's really up to you how you use it. But here it is, it's available, and we hope that you enjoy. So thank you very much for your time.